the Chase Sapphire Reserve travel credit card benefits. Y'all, this is my favorite travel credit card. I have had multiple cards before, and this is my favorite one. And so today I'm going to be talking to y'all a little bit about why this is my favorite travel credit card. Lord, I need to do my hair. So as I am kind of walking through the benefits of this travel credit card, you can of course feel free to drop me any questions that you have. I'm going to be going through like these benefits like pretty thoroughly. Like this card has so many different benefits. I have had, I think, 5 travel credit cards in my life, and I'm telling y'all, this is the one. Like, this is the one that you want. This is the one where you're really going to get a lot more bang for your buck. This is the one where I've gotten the most in terms of like free flights, discounted flights, free hotels. Most recently, me and my husband stayed for a night in China, completely free. What else have I done recently with that card? I know that I went to Egypt for like, I flew to Egypt for like $500 from North Carolina with this card. Whenever I first got the card, me and my husband, so 2 flights, a hotel room, and a rental car for 3 days in Florida. I've done a lot with this card, and I've had it for like not even quite 2 years yet, but it is absolutely my favorite travel credit card. Hey y'all, welcome to Thailand. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand right now. Drop in the comments to let me know where y'all are joining from. Also, come in and double tap the screen, y'all. Don't come in and lurk. IG is for lurkers. TikTok is for lovers, okay? I just made that up. No, but for real, come in, double tap the screen. Definitely make sure y'all are getting those thumbs going and showing some support. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you, David. NYC, okay, yes, we got New York in the house. Who else is in the house? Let me know. Rep your city, rep your state. If you international, you know, rep your country. Let me know where you are in the world. Let me know what time it is. It's 3:09 p.m. here in Thailand. So my husband and I are living abroad. We've been moving around. We've been in 7 countries this year so far. We were in Thailand for 5 weeks, then we went to Japan for 10 days. Came back to Thailand a few days ago because we literally love Thailand that much. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Please keep double tapping the screen. Always be tapping, right? Just put your thumb on auto and just let it roll. I appreciate it. No, but for real, like as a creator, like it really does matter a lot. It's funny because like now that I go live, I'm so conscious of like whenever I see other people live, like now I will find myself just going to people's live videos and just like tapping the screen just because I'm like, why not? Why not show love? Why not support? Like, it's not always easy, like showing up and talking to a screen, right? So I feel like, you know, double tap. I appreciate the hearts, y'all. Hey, Joette. But yeah, so I want to talk about the Chase Sapphire Reserve travel credit card today because it's one that I've been using for a while. Like I said, thank y'all so much for the hearts. Like I said, I have had a lot of different travel credit cards. I would love to watch more of your lives, but you talk so fast. Can you slow down a little? You know, Miss Moneypenny, that's legit. That is legit. I will be very honest with you. I've been told for my entire life that I am a fast talker. And I do try to slow down. And I feel like what ends up happening is like inevitably at some point it speeds back up because I get excited. But I will definitely do my best to slow it down. And like, I'm not offended if anyone needs me to slow down. Like, give me the reminders because again, inevitably, when I start getting excited, I'm like, because I've talked like this my entire life. So please don't be afraid to give me the reminders. And I am more than happy to slow it down, remember to come back and all of that. But and thank y'all so much for all the hearts. But also just feel free to be dropping any travel questions that you have for me. I'll be going live. I used to go live a lot more. And then like my phone service started acting kind of weird, but I love what you and your husband are doing, but I just can't understand you most of the time. Damn, really? Most of the time? Shit. I know when I get hype, I be like going, but like, damn, most of the time it's crazy. But I will definitely be work on being more intentional about slowing down. Thank you for that feedback. But yeah, feel free to drop any travel questions that you have for me. My husband and I left the United States on February 4th. So I think we're on like day 110 since we've been out of the United States or something along those lines. And then outside of that, I've been to 26 different countries. So in general, you can feel free to drop me any travel questions that you have. The reason that I go live, the reason that I, post content on this page is to show other people like what is possible, whenever it comes to travel, right? To show other people that there's nothing that I'm doing that you cannot be doing. I want to show, I want other people to travel, right? Like I don't want to be another person who's creating content and someone's looking at my content thinking, oh, look at her, that's so amazing, I want her life. Like I want people to look at me and be like, if she can do it, I can do it. Does this card offer a credit for a TSA pre-check or global entry? Dream, yes, it does. That's a great question. Look, Dream was like, can you shut the hell up and get to what you said the topic of this live is? I ain't mad at you. Let's start talking about some of the benefits of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Chase Sapphire Reserve. I don't know. I was calling it Sapphire Chase for so long, but it's technically the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. I do want to also make it known that Chase, they have 2 Sapphire travel cards. I have my laptop pulled up behind me, by the way, so I have my notes, have all the benefits pulled up back there. There are 2 different Chase Sapphire travel cards. So one of them is the preferred, and then one of them is the reserve. Now, both of them are great credit cards, and I do have my referral in my bio if anyone wants to go and apply. Both of them are great travel credit cards. You just get more with the reserve. The reserve is like the top of the line, and then the preferred is the annual fee is not as high and you don't get as many benefits. So I did want to put that out there. A lot of people get really intimidated by the annual fee, so I'll kind of start with that. The annual fee for the card that I have, the reserve, is $550 a year. And then the annual fee for the reserve, I think it's only like $50 a year. It's way less. I know I just had it pulled up here. Oh, it's $95. Sorry. Okay. So it's $95 a year for the preferred, and it's $550 a year for the reserve. Now, obviously, common sense would tell you that the other card that has the much higher annual fee has a lot more benefits. And the other thing to consider is even for the card where it has like the $500 annual fee, there is, I just got approved for the Chase Freedom. When should I try for the reserve? Oh, that's what's up. I was thinking about doing the Freedom before I left because that gas and groceries deal, I was like, hello. Honestly, I would say you could try within like the next like month or 2. I mean, I don't think it matters that much, to be honest with you. Obviously, it also depends on like, how finicky you are about, getting like your credit pulled. But in my experience, like Chase is really good about if you have like one card with us, then it's really easy to apply for another one. But yeah, what I was saying is like, even though it has a $550 annual fee, there is also a $300 travel credit. And let me also put this out here. Y'all, this card is for travelers. I'm not trying to be funny, but like, if you don't travel or if you're not serious about starting travel like ASAP, don't get these cards. Like don't get these cards paying these annual fees if you're not traveling, because these cards provide benefits that are meant for people who travel. So I would say if you're not leaving the country, at least, arguably someone could say domestic as well. Y'all know I'm an international girly. I know I'm a global girly, but if you're not traveling, I would say if you're not doing at least 2 trips a year, me personally, I don't think it would be worth it. However, please keep in mind as I'm saying this, that at the end of the day, you can still be racking up the points. So if you are doing, let's say like 2 trips a year, that may not seem like a lot, but that also means that though you can likely apply more of your points to that trip, if that makes sense. I have a few 100,000 reward points. What's the best domestic airline for travel credits? Domestic airline for travel credits. So Julia, I'm a little confused because you're asking, are you talking about booking through the Chase portal, or are you talking about like transferring your points? And I wasn't even going to talk about transferring points on this live, y'all, because that when you start getting into like travel hacking with points and stuff, like we can get really, really in the weeds, and it can get really confusing through the portal. It doesn't matter, because whenever you book through, we can get really, really in the weeds, and it can get really confusing through the portal. It doesn't matter, because whenever you book through, am I back on here? I'm gonna be so mad if I gotta restart this live. Okay. Okay, I did turn off my Wi-Fi, so let me know. Okay, it looks okay. Okay, it looks like somebody was joined. So okay, it looks like I'm back. Yeah, y'all. Apparently the Wi-Fi is acting up in this Airbnb. That's like, I don't even have tolerance. I'm like, I will scream. Like, bruh, the Wi-Fi is working. Run me my money back. I'll go stay somewhere else. Like, cannot deal with shitty Wi-Fi. Okay. So Lakita Red, it looks like it looks like you're confirming that I'm back. So okay, I'll keep going. So now I'm like, what the hell was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the point system. So yeah, so let's say you have like 100,000 points and you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. That means that like, even though your points are worth $1,000, if you book through the Chase portal, you get to book $1,500 worth of travel because you get 50% more points whenever you book through the Chase portal. So that's also like another one of the benefits about this card. But let me kind of start from like the top, talking about some of these benefits. Sorry, can y'all just confirm one more time? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Am I good? Because now I'm like hella paranoid about like y'all not being able to see me. See, y'all not confirming, and I'm like, do I need to restart this live? Because now I'm like, okay, thank you, Lakita. Okay, got it. All right, so yeah, so I'll start from the top as far as the Chase Sapphire Reserve benefits. So first things first is thank you, stand in awe. Thank you for confirming. Thank y'all for your patience with me. I'm sorry, I've been having some phone issues. I can't wait to get back to Google Fi, but that's another conversation. Anyways, so first things first is the travel credit. So with both of the cards, with the preferred and with the reserve, you get, I'm gonna just talk about the reserve. I didn't even go talk about the preferred because it's gonna get confusing. You get a $300 travel credit. So this is why I said, like, if you're not gonna travel, I don't recommend getting this card. I like, honestly, literally, like, the card is for travelers. So $300 travel credit. And what that means is, like, if you spend $300 on any type of travel, whether it is a cruise, whether it's a flight, a hotel, Airbnb, if it's anything that's labeled travel, so like whenever it comes to like businesses, like they can label their, they can like label their, I don't even know what it's called. There's some label on the back end. And if it's labeled as travel, then you will get a $300 credit. So that means, for example, if I go spend $300 on a flight, if I haven't used my travel credit for the year, like literally on your bank statement, you will see where it'll just be like, it'll literally say minus $300. So whenever it did mine last year, because mine normally like renews in November, whenever it did mine last year, I remember because I just did a cruise. And so I had charges on there from like Virgin Voyages and, you know, Ubers, whatever. And so let's say I got an Uber and it was like $10. It would literally be like on my statement, it would be like minus $10 travel credit. So every year you get a $300 travel credit, and that really helps to offset that $550 annual fee, because I know so many people hear that and they're like, hell no. And I don't blame you, because for years I wasn't using this card, and this was back when the annual fee was $450, y'all. It actually went up to $550 like kind of recently. So I get it, like to hear that number like automatically being like, hell no. But like I said, you also get that $300 back. So as long as you're, the annual fee is like $250 is kind of how I look at it. Welcome y'all who are just not joining. Feel free to drop any travel questions you have, any questions you have about travel credit cards. We're talking about the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. Please also double tap. Please tap the screen, give your girl some hearts. I appreciate it. Please like and share the live. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions as I'm going through here. So, yeah, I first heard about this card in 2019, y'all. Whenever I lived abroad, whenever I was traveling with this company called Remote Year, and like everybody was using this card, but like back then I was using the Wells Fargo Propel card, which I actually really liked that card as a travel card. My problem, and this is also another benefit of the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, my problem with that card was that there's so many places that will not take American Express. So whenever I was living abroad back in 2019, and I had two different, I had a Visa as well, but I was preferring to use my Wells Fargo card. And I think when I got to, I know it was Mexico, but I think it was another country. Was it Colombia? I don't know. When I got to like one of those countries, when I tell you like nobody would take my card, because it was American Express. So from a business perspective, it's a lot cheaper for them to take cards from Visa and MasterCard than it is American Express. So that's actually the main reason I ended up switching over, was because I wanted a travel credit card that was either Visa or MasterCard, because if a place is going to take a card, they're going to take Visa or MasterCard, but there's a very, I won't say a high chance, but there is a chance that they will not take American Express. So that's the other thing I really like about the Chase Sapphire Reserve travel credit card, is that it's a Visa. So anywhere that accepts Visa will accept this credit card. So more benefits about this card. The value on travel redemption. So like I said, on this card, you get 50% more points if you book travel through the Chase portal. So what that means is, with most credit cards, it's like a penny per, it's like you get a mile or a point for every penny. That's means is, with most credit cards, it's like a penny per, it's like you get a mile or a point for every penny. That's typically how it means is, with most credit cards, it's like a penny per, it's like you get a mile or a point for every penny. That's typically how it is. So if you have like 5,000 points, that's like $50. If you have 500,000 points, that's, no, I was about to fuck that up. Math is not my thing. Let me put that out there. If you have 50,000 points, that's normally like $500. And then if you have 500,000 points, that's like $5,000, right? So if you have, let's say you have 50,000 points, right? Most credit cards, they're going to give you 50,000 points or 50,000 miles for that. Or I'm sorry, if you have 50,000 points, most credit cards are going to give you like $500 for that. However, if you like decide to take that money and redeem it to your statement, you can absolutely do that. You can get that $500. You can take it off your total credit card bill, or you can, have it in the negative, whatever you want to do it. But if you decide to take those points and book travel through the Chase portal, you actually end up getting $750 worth of travel. So, and I had mine pulled up. I do have mine pulled up. There we go. I'm still logged in. Okay. That surprises me. Let me see. I'm trying to get to my thing where it shows me, because I was going to show y'all. What I mean. So I knew it was going to sign me out. I don't even know why I was playing like that. Thank y'all for the hearts. But yeah, so basically if I have like 10,000 points, that would typically be $100. But if I book travel through Chase, then that means it actually ends up being $150 worth of travel. If I have 50,000 points, that's technically $500 worth of travel. But if I book travel through the Chase portal, it ends up being $750. So you literally get more bang for your buck when you book through Chase. And it'll always tell you like what your, let me see. It's like one of those pages where like I see it all the time, but then whenever I go to find it, I can't find it. I'm like, okay, I see you here, but how do let me see if I go to book travel. Maybe it's here. Oh, no, it's not doing it. Okay. I wanted to show y'all the banner where it'll be like, let me just see. Where like at the top, it'll tell you how much your points are worth in travel. But, oh, there it is. Okay. So hold on. My lighting is going to be not great for a second. Let me turn this around. Okay. So basically, do y'all see? Oh shit, hold on. There we go. Okay, do y'all see this right here? It's kind of blurry. So I have 26,147 Chase points right now, but you can see that it says they're actually worth $392, because even though technically it's only 26,000 points, which would be $260, because I get 1.5 times, that means if I book travel, it's worth $392. So, and I was just literally looking up like random places in the Maldives, because me and my husband are thinking about going to the Maldives. So over here, you can see this place, we ain't doing $500. That's crazy. Let me look at something a little bit more reasonable, because ain't no fucking way in hell. $50 a night. This is more of $258 is still high, but it's obviously more reasonable. So like, for example, if I wanted to stay in, let's say I wanted to stay at this hotel, right? Centaura Grand Island Resort, whatever. It's $266 a night. So if I wanted to stay for 3 nights, it would be $1,000. So I could use my points, and then I could pay $662 in cash. Or if I wanted to stay somewhere a lot cheaper, this place 3 stars, so I wouldn't do it. That's just me. Your business is your business. But if I came over here, you see for 3 nights, $176 or 11,000 points. So there's like this would cost me nothing out of my pocket. So that is there we go. So that's kind of like what that's what the portal looks like. Oops. Put my light back up here. There we go. Because good lighting is everything, y'all. But yeah, so that's what the portal looks like. And so like that is one of the benefits, that you get more bang for your buck whenever you book through Chase. And I'll be very honest with you. Like, I've booked a lot of travel through Chase. I do not book all my travel through Chase. And that is because, so Chase, they technically use like the same, like the platforms like built on like Expedia. So it's not like the prices are bad, but one thing is that I prefer Airbnbs over hotels, and like Chase only has hotels. So, and I have stayed in hotels. Like me and my husband, we stayed 3 nights in Krabi, Thailand for free. Like this was less than a month ago, completely free, with points from Chase. So I do book hotels sometimes, but for the most part, I prefer Airbnb. And then sometimes like Chase will only work with like certain airlines. It's not that big a deal for domestic flights, I'll be honest, but when you go international, I feel like I can find better flight deals, not on Chase. However, and I'll use this as a segue to the next benefit, even if you don't book through Chase, y'all, you still get hella points. So on any travel purchases, you get 3 times the amount of points. So if I go spend $500 on a flight, I get 1,500 Chase points. If I spend $500 on a hotel, on Airbnb, on Lyft, on Uber, on restaurants, y'all, even food, like I get 3 times the amount of points. So it's a lot easier to rack up points. I have another travel credit card through American Airlines. It's like a shit card, but I got it because I wanted like the sign up bonus or whatever. I shouldn't say it's a shit card. If you use a sign up bonus correctly, you can actually finesse and get a lot with that card, but I didn't. Where did I go with that card? I think that's when me and my husband went to Cabo. So I'm lying. I think I did get like 2 flights to Cabo with that card. But anyway, it is so hard to rack up points on that card because you only get 1 mile per dollar. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, you only get 1 point per like dollar or whatever it is, and it's harder to rack up points. But for Chase, because I get 3 times the points on travel, I rack up points a lot quicker. And obviously, y'all who've been following me, you know I'm living abroad. Like we're traveling everywhere. We're using, obviously my husband, we both have the card. Like we're using this card, so like we're racking up points a lot quicker because we're getting 3 times the point. So imagine, if we're paying, let's say $1,000 a month because like this was our Airbnb for a month here in Thailand was like $1,000. So, and that's like the lowest one we've had. So imagine we're spending anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500 a month on accommodations. We've been abroad for almost 4 months. Like that alone, I'm about to fuck up this math. Let's say if it was like, let's just keep it at 1,000. If it was like 4,000, that's 12,000 points right there. And that doesn't include like all the taxis that we're taking, all the flights, all the restaurants. So like we are racking up points really, really quickly because of that. Hey y'all, welcome. Those of you who are just now joining, please don't forget to double tap the screen. Please heart your girl up. Please like and share the live. I appreciate it. But yeah, so 3 times the points on restaurants. Let me see. 3 times the points on travel purchases and dining purchases. So again, y'all, really easy to rack up points with this credit card. Next up, I don't even understand this one. Take advantage of over $1,000 in additional partner value. I don't even be taking advantage of this one, y'all. Like I should, and I don't. So they also partner with a lot of like companies that we use every day. So for example, I need to move this thing over because I can't like see my screen. Okay, so Lyft Pink membership. I don't use Lyft. I've always been more of an Uber person. I ain't got no problem with Lyft. I've just always used Uber. But you get 2 complimentary years of Lyft Pink Lyft Pink access when activated by December 31st. Y'all, a value of $200 a year. So if you are someone who uses Lyft a lot, you can get this membership for free for 2 years. And you get 10 times the points on Lyft rides. Now, again, for me, I'm like, whatever. I don't really use Lyft. Although if I were still in the States, I might be using it. Excuse me, I might, because 10 times the points, like that's amazing. Other partners, DoorDash Dash Pass subscription. So a value of $120. Instead of paying $120 for a Dash Pass, I can get that for free for a year. 0 delivery fees and lower service fees on eligible orders for a year. Monthly DoorDash credit, $5 in DoorDash credits each month, like redeemed at checkout. So what I like about stuff like this is like you can really get more bang for your buck on things you're already paying for. Like I don't use Lyft, but I know a lot of people do use Lyft. And I don't use, well, I kind of used DoorDash when I was home, but not really because I was like, the fees were outrageous. I was like, my husband was like, nah, we'll pick it up. But yeah, like DoorDash, also Instacart. 1 year complimentary of Instacart, value at $100 a year. They have all these other like partnerships for things where you can save money. Also, and this one is my favorite, Priority Pass Select membership. Y'all, this is normally $469 a year. You want to talk about a level up? When you can be sitting in airport lounges instead of like waiting at the gate. And I mean, y'all, some of these lounges are nice. And it depends. Some of them it's like a lounge where like you go and sit down and there's like free food and drinks. Me and my husband have literally like played video games while we were raiding at like a place called Gameway. We have been able to get into like a suite where there's actually like a pull-out bed and like take a nap. Like y'all, we've gotten like free food. Like there's so many benefits that come with Priority Pass. So like I said, if you just went and tried to sign up, that would be $469 a year. And you get the membership for free with the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. This is one of my favorite benefits is access to these airport lounges. So y'all can see like, it's really easy to hear like, ooh, $550 a year, you know, annual fee and get scared, but you hear all these benefits, like all these ways that the card is going to be able to save you money. I haven't even heard of the Edit, but apparently something called the Edit. Upgrade your next getaway with the Edit with room upgrades, complimentary daily breakfast, late checkout, and a special benefit worth up to $100. I don't know what the Edit is. Y'all know what that is? Because I ain't never heard of that. And then 10 times the points on Peloton purchases. Earn 10 times the points on Peloton equipment and accessory purchases over $150. I don't have a Peloton. I don't need one. I'm traveling, obviously. Also, I hate cycling, but that's a whole other conversation. But anyway, yeah, like, but I know plenty of people with Pelotons. Like, so if you're thinking about buying a Peloton, I don't even know how much they are. What are they, like 1,000? Is that right? I don't know. But if you bought a Peloton, I want to say it's 1,000, but I could be completely wrong. Y'all, that's 10,000 points. That's basically like $100 cash back on your Peloton, or you can look at it as $150 that you can use towards travel. So they have all these different like partner benefits as well. What else? Hotels, car rentals, book through Chase, and like flights, you get more points. So if I book a hotel through the Chase portal, I get 10 times the points, y'all. So let's say I stay at a hotel that's like $150 a night. That's what, $450 roughly, minus taxes. Y'all, $450 times 10. That means if I book a hotel for 3 nights and I pay $450 if I book through the Chase portal, I get 4,500 points for that. And then for flights, you get 5 times. So let's say you book a flight and it's $500. You get 2,500 points for that. So like, this is what I mean whenever I say like, if you don't travel or if you're not going to travel, don't get this card, because this is the type of card where the more you travel, the more you reap the benefits. Like if you're not traveling, like, whatever, this ain't for you. But if you are traveling, if you're taking at least like 1 or 2 big trips a year, like these points are worth it. And then 3 times the points on dining purchases, which I think I mentioned before. Any restaurants, you get 3 times the points. Now, my second favorite thing about this is the global entry and TSA pre-check. So if you don't know what global entry is, basically it means whenever you travel out of the country and then you come back into your country, instead of you having to wait in that long ass line, that long ass custom lines, you get to go through a separate area and show your global entry card, or sometimes it just like scans your face or your fingerprint and you get through the line faster. That's what global entry is. It's for whenever you come back into the United States after you have been traveling abroad. And then whenever you have global entry, it automatically comes with TSA pre-check. So TSA pre-check is whenever you get to go through like the faster line and you don't gotta like do shit like take your shoes off. I think with some of them, you don't have to take the laptop out of the bag. Y'all, I miss TSA pre-check. That shit does not exist international. I mean, maybe it does, but not like for Americans. Like, Whew, I miss pre-check because I hate taking off my fucking shoes in that TSA line. I'd be so annoyed. But anyway, yeah, so, and that's every 5 years, which makes sense because it expires every 5 years. Like, it lasts 5 years. So as long as you have the card, you don't have to pay that $100. You just get that for free. All you do is like purchase it and then it'll automatically credit it back to your account. Easy peasy. Y'all don't forget to double tap the screen. Don't forget to show some love. I appreciate it. What else? I talked about the $300 credit. I talked about that. What is this? Oh, that's for a different one. Also, you get really, really, really good travel insurance. And I put up a different tab because I wanted to be able to kind of walk through what this travel insurance looks like. So a lot of people are like, oh, what are you and your husband doing for insurance? And I let them know, like, we have travel insurance. And so I'm going to talk about like what this travel insurance actually looks like. So first of all, auto rental collision damage waiver, right? So if you've ever rented a car, you know they always trying to upsell you on getting that insurance or whatever. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't worry about it. Just pay for the rental car with your Chase card, and then you automatically get coverage and reimbursement up to $75,000 for theft and collision damage for rental cars in the U.S. and abroad. So you don't got to worry about paying extra for, like, you know, whenever you rent a car. What else? Lost luggage reimbursement. I love this. I mean, listen, thank God I don't want to lose my luggage. I'd heard about some people being real toxic. They talk about you should just accidentally lose your luggage because you could just buy a whole bunch of new stuff. I wouldn't do that, and I'm not telling you to do it, but it is what it is. But yeah, if you or an immediate family member check or carry on luggage that is damaged or lost by the carrier, you're covered up to $3,000 per passenger. I don't know about y'all, but I damn sure do not got $3,000 worth of shit in my suitcase. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. So it's just that extra layer of protection. And I have 100% heard of people who have lost their luggage and just never gotten it back. And it actually happened to a friend of mine flying back from Cancun. Like, that 100% does happen. Also, trip cancellation or interruption insurance. If your trip is canceled or cut short by sickness, severe weather, or other situations, you can be reimbursed up to $10,000 per person, up to $20,000 per trip, y'all. Baggage delay. I'm not even talking about it. Yeah, like if you lose your luggage, great. But also, even if your baggage is delayed, and I know that's happened to me. Hell, that shit happened to me in New York. Like, that has happened to me more than once. So reimburses for essential purchases like toiletries and clothing for baggage delays over 6 hours by the passenger carrier, up to $100 a day for 5 days. So basically up to $500. If your luggage is lost and you're like, I ain't got nothing to wear, you can go buy your outfit up to $100. I mean, take do what you will with that information, but you can go buy you an outfit and get reimbursed for that. If you go out, if you need toothbrush, shampoo, whatever, you can get reimbursed for that if your luggage is delayed. Also, trip delay reimbursement. If your common carrier travel is delayed more than 6 hours or requires an overnight stay, you and your family are covered for unreimbursed expenses such as meals and lodging, up to $500 per ticket. So if your flight is delayed by 6 hours and now, you got to get a hotel somewhere, or you got to go, or now you're like, oh, I got to buy food here I didn't think I was going to have to buy, you can get reimbursed up to $500. Emergency evacuation and transport. If you or a family member are injured or become sick during a trip far from home that results in emergency evacuation, you can be covered for medical services and transportation. Like, they will, like, transportation to get you back home if that's what you need. $100,000, y'all. $100,000. Like, where in the world are you that it's going to cost you $100,000 to get home? What you doing, flying a private jet from Asia? Like, travel accident insurance. When you pay for your air, bus, or train with your car, you are eligible to receive accidental death or dismemberment coverage for up to $1 million. Listen, we ain't manifesting that, but I'm just letting you know it's there. Roadside assistance. You can call anytime to get help you need. This one does come with fees. I have AAA, so like I ain't really, whatever pressed about that. But if you don't have AAA, you can get roadside assistance. And then travel and emergency assistance services. If you run into a problem away from home, you can call your benefit administrator for legal and medical referrals. So if I needed to call them and be like, hey, I'm here and I hurt my leg, where should I go? Like, I have a resource for that. Obviously, you still want to know like emergency numbers in the country that you're already in, but you have that as a backup. And then emergency medical and dental benefits. If you're 100 miles or more from home on a trip, you can be reimbursed up to $2,500 for medical expenses if you or your immediate family member becomes sick or injured. Like if you need to get like a tooth out or you get injured for something, like up to $2,500. And y'all, trust me, if you're out of the United States, chances are healthcare is 10 times fucking cheaper than in the United States. So you will be surprised at how far these benefits go. So those are the travel benefit, the travel insurance benefits that comes with this card. And like I said, that's another reason that I really love this card. They have some other benefits too, like no foreign transaction fees. Like that, y'all, you would be surprised at how quickly that shit can rack up. So like I love no foreign transaction fees. Also 24/7 access. You can call Chase, inquire anything about your card at any time. I call them all the time for random things, and like I always get through really quickly. Your rewards points do not expire. And then like sometimes eligible card members can break up purchases of $100 more into like fixed monthly payments. So I haven't done this personally, but sometimes if I buy something, they'll be like, oh, do you want to pay for this over time? So that's an option as well. So lots of benefits, y'all, with this card. Like I've been using it for almost 2 years now. Like I said, it's like my 5th travel credit card. It's my favorite one. Like I said, the Preferred and the Reserve are both great travel credit cards, but Chase is a really, really reputable bank. Like I said, it's Visa, so you don't got to worry about, like, people talk about the Amex travel card, like, I don't know, something platinum, and it sounds like a great card as well, but I'm like, I've already had an Amex travel card and had to deal with, like, too many people not accepting American Express, so my advice is to do a travel card that is Visa or MasterCard, because it's going to be accepted in most places. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any questions. Otherwise, that's really all I had for y'all today. I just want to talk about some of the benefits of this card. My referral link is in my bio if you want to go apply for the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Chase Sapphire Preferred. You can apply for either one of those by heading over to my bio. Like I said, my referral link is there. And otherwise, thank y'all for joining. I'll catch y'all next time. Let me know if y'all have any other travel questions for me, because I'd be on here. But yeah, that's really it. Again, thank y'all for joining. Bye.